Hello, and thank you for participating in this year's Wisconsin Municipal Clerks Association Conference. I hope you all are healthy and safe in spite of all the hardships we've faced this year. My name is Cheyne, and I'd like to speak with you about KerberRose technology and how our managed services solutions can make it easier for you to manage your technology and remain up to date. KerberRose technology began 30 years ago in Cheyne as Wisconsin Computer Consultants. Our initial focus was in the retail market, and in 1995 we rebranded as Computer Connection and opened our first retail store, where we sold consumer-grade and business-grade hardware and software. Eventually we joined KerberRose, a Wisconsin CPA and financial services firm, and became KerberRose Technology. Now we operate in 10 locations, serving the entire state of Wisconsin and beyond. KerberRose Technology has become a preferred vendor of the Wisconsin Towns Association, a distinction which has allowed us to work with over 120 Wisconsin towns through the Wisconsin Election Commission's Election Security Grant Program. As an IT partner to these towns, we have helped them meet election security standards, as well as upgrade hardware and software, and we also provide help desk support. Our technology services can be divided into four main categories. IT project management, which includes procuring and implementing hardware and software, and installing and managing new infrastructure. Disaster planning and recovery, cybersecurity planning, implementation and training, and managed services. I'll discuss each of these over the next few minutes of this presentation. Especially for large-scale or large-scope upgrades or switching to different systems, IT projects can range from intimidating to completely fear-inducing. KerberRose Technology's expertise and experience in project management, especially in municipal and public sector settings, allows us to help you reach your technology goals without subjecting you to that stress. Our project management services include selecting and installing new hardware, like employee workstations, servers, and peripheral hardware like printers, designing single-site and multi-site networks, or relocating or installing new network infrastructure, finding and implementing new software solutions, setting up and managing on or off-site data backups, migrating email services to Microsoft Exchange, and implementing Microsoft 365 apps and cloud-based business solutions. A little later, I'll share an example of how we are managing a project for a Wisconsin town. Cybersecurity and disaster planning are two extremely valuable components of KerberRose Technology service offerings. Malicious hackers are opportunistic and aggressive, and they'll exploit any weakness in a firm's network. For government and public sector organizations who hold mountains of sensitive and confidential data, hackers, viruses, and ransomware represent a very serious risk. To combat these bad actors, we offer comprehensive security and disaster recovery planning services including risk assessments, data and infrastructure protection planning and implementation, ransomware and virus prevention and recovery, and perhaps most importantly, we proactively monitor our clients to detect any failed attacks and ensure security measures are up to date. Disasters aren't confined to malicious attacks, though. For example, consider a city office which experiences a fire which destroys all on-site IT infrastructure. If they have a disaster plan including off-site backups in place, their data is safe and easily recoverable. In terms of daily operations, our managed services are the most impactful solution we offer. Essentially, as a managed services provider, KerberRose Technology becomes your IT department. This allows us to provide on-demand support, monitor all of your tech infrastructure, and reduce downtime for networks, hardware, and software. And this is often less costly than maintaining an in-house IT department. Now I'd like to discuss a couple examples of our services in action. The first example is one of the towns we assisted in meeting Wisconsin Election Commission security guidelines. We sent a member of our team on site to start the process to make their workstations compliant with WEC guidelines, and when he arrived on site, he noticed immediately that the town's tech infrastructure was outdated. Our team helped that town create an affordable plan, and when their upgrade project is complete, they'll have modern workstations, including updated operating systems and applications, and a redesigned network. Their new up-to-date infrastructure will improve their daily operations while giving them the benefit of updated cybersecurity measures. The next three examples that I'll share are hypothetical, but they illustrate exactly what an experienced, expert managed services provider can offer. Let's consider two hypothetical cities, City X and City Z. City X is a little behind the times, so they don't have an IT department or service provider. If something isn't working, like a network printer isn't printing anything, they can usually figure it out themselves, and if they can't, they'll call the local computer shop for help. Their data is stored on a few drives on a server in the basement, and everything important is backed up on redundant drives to protect against failure. Their computers from the local computer shop came with free antivirus installed. City X doesn't have a comprehensive disaster plan, but their data is backed up and portable. City Z is a client of KerberRose technology. We provide them with day-to-day support through our managed services, which includes backing up all their data remotely in the cloud. We regularly check that their network and workstation security measures are active, updated, and protecting all their data. And if something drastically bad happens, we have a disaster recovery plan in place that will minimize downtime and keep data safe. Now let's say a natural disaster like a flood impacts both cities, and both city office buildings suffer flood damage. Unfortunately for City X, their basement data server is underwater, and their data is gone. With no off-site backups and no real disaster plan in place, it could be a long time, frankly too long, before they're able to resume day-to-day operations, and some lost data can never be replaced. City Z, on the other hand, has their data backed up in the cloud. In a matter of hours, its staff can access their data from their home computers, and most day-to-day operations are back up and running with minimal downtime. Admittedly, this example is a bit far-fetched and cleverly constructed to make our point, but the next two examples are real technological dangers that firms face every day. As another example, let's say a workstation starts acting up, and soon it becomes clear that a virus has infected that workstation and is preventing time-sensitive work from being completed. City X has no choice but to call their break-fix IT provider and wait for a response. City Z, on the other hand, has business-grade antivirus software protecting its network, so damage done by the virus is minimal, if the virus can even reach a workstation. Let's say it's a brand new virus. Even the most recent antivirus update wasn't able to stop it. City Z sends us a support request, and one of our help desk support technicians is immediately on the case, and the virus is eliminated within minutes, before there's any risk of it affecting the rest of the network. In our final example with our two hypothetical cities, let's take a look at perhaps the most feared type of cyber attack, ransomware. In a ransomware attack, the attacker gains access to a firm's data and then threatens to sell it, release it, or destroy the data altogether if a ransom is not paid. If City X is hit by ransomware, they're going to have a bad time. An under-equipped or under-prepared IT staff or a break-fix service provider won't be able to save the data from being compromised or lost. Unless their data is backed up off-network, all their data may be at risk, and with no disaster recovery plan in place, they may be left at the mercy of the bad actors demanding the ransom. City Z, as a KerberRose technology client, will have our attention immediately while we go to work saving their data and their ransom money. All their off-site data is safe in the cloud, and with the right disaster recovery plan in place, we can secure City Z's network and eliminate the threat altogether. Managing technology concerns is a daunting task for any firm, especially where sensitive government data is concerned. As a preferred vendor of the Wisconsin Towns Association, we're already helping over 120 Wisconsin municipalities manage their IT and secure their data. If you'd like to start a conversation with us about how to upgrade, simplify, and secure your technology, please reach out to us, or for more information visit KerberRoseTechnology.com. We look forward to speaking with you. Thank you for taking the time to view our presentation and for participating in this year's WMCA online conference. Have a great day.